It's been a long road, 2010, when we started the company Solusoft Nigeria Limited. Studying the renewable energy has been tedious because we actually had some challenges from the onset where we had some, I would say, low quality standard goods coming into the country. So that created a gap between the people and the sector, to be specific. We have come through studying to 5 years ago where we started our original equipment manufacturing of solar street lights, inverters, batteries, panels. So we majored in street lights because we found out that it's very good for people, the country to be lit, most especially at night, to avoid crime and other, unforeseen circumstances. So we majored into street lights, and we now factored in that there was a gap between the grid served and the unserved. So if you look at statistically, only 10% of rural households are connected to the grid. I've had a lot of thrilling stories. There was this community where we went to implement street lighting. They just built roads for them. There was no light. So it was always dark at night except the car lights and beaming through shops, So we went there, having passed through the whole cultural sensitization. So we put on these lights, and one of them asked us and said, "When does this light come on? Because we've been seeing you putting on the light, we've not seen anyone come on." So we actually told them it comes on at dusk. Once it's dark, it comes on automatically. So they were thrilled. I can tell you, they gathered under the lights and waited to see that these lights came on. And then immediately the lights came on. You can tell how Nigerians are. They just screamed and they were so excited. It was quite emotional.
Back then, this community, most especially this side, is always dark. It's very, very dark. We don't have lights here, and a lot of things have been going on in this community. But the project that Solusoft did here, we now have peace in this community because there is light. You can pass here anytime, there's light and there's peace. So that is how the community benefits a lot from Solusoft.
But you see, the US dollar has actually affected us a bit. And then you see clients don't want you increasing your price as well. So we actually bring in our products from outside the country, pay taxes, VATs and the rest. And then by the time it gets here, the margin is smaller when we want to, make sure that people get the best of services. But we'll keep pushing, and then we know that soon, someday, we would manufacture in this country. I've never regretted joining Renewable Energy of Nigeria. I spoke to one of the leaders there, and I said, I'm interested because I find out that they have working groups. Let me tell you about this 5 million solar home connections with the federal government. Renewable Energy Association of Nigeria has done very well, commendable. I don't know how to blow the trumpet, but I'll tell you the honest truth. They've engaged with the federal government from the inception up till date and have not left any member, out of it. So it's applaudable the kind of work they've done. And I think because of their engagement, it has pushed and accelerated the 5 million solar homes to this point it has gotten to. And I think it has kicked off already because a lot of people are registering. From what the federal government has done with this 5 million solar home connections, I'll tell you, we are looking at over 300,000 jobs to be created. And what do you want in an economy? Jobs, jobs, jobs. For every project, you create jobs. For every light you put up in a community, there are more jobs that come up. You can go to a community that doesn't have light, you give them light, you see a barber shop come up. You see a woman selling ice water. You see, a woman grinding things, pepper, name them, So for every solar system that is created, there's an access to jobs.